Welcome back, student. Economics part 13. Today we have come with the difference movement along the demand curve and shift of the demand curve. So what are the difference in these two topics? First, we see the diagram. If it is the movement along the demand curve, here is the only one demand curve. Now, if this is the price and this is the quantity, now you are seeing this price was 2, quantity demand was 1, and price has become 1, quantity demand has become 2. So here is the only one demand curve. If the price fall down, now demand curve goes to downwards, price fall down, or if price increases, now you are seeing the demand curve will go upward. So here is the only one demand curve. In the case of shift of demand curve, this is the demand curve and this is the demand curve 1. This is the case of fall down, and this is the demand curve 2. This is the case of increase. So in the case of movement along the demand curve, there is basically one demand curve. If the price will fall down, the demand curve will come from left to right below side. A price will increase, the demand curve will go upward, right to left, upward. But in the case of shift of demand curve, here the new demand curve will be created. If the demand will decrease, D1, new demand curve will be created left hand side. Or if the demand will increase, new demand curve will increase D2, right hand side. So you are seeing here is the new demand curve create, but here the effect is on the same demand curve. Here change comes the price of own commodity. If you are making the study of rice, so only the price of rice will fall down, a price of rice will increase Then you will show the movement along the demand curve. Suppose the price of rice remains same, but due to change in other factor, price of rice is same, but due to change in other factor like income of the consumer, taste of the consumer, increase in population, fashion, by any other reason, if the demand of rice increase or decrease, then this will be case of shift of the demand curve. Movement along the demand curve, in this especially we use the word expansion and contraction. If the quantity demand will increase, we will use the word expansion of the demand. A quantity demand will decrease, we'll use the word contraction of the demand. But in the case of shift of demand, we use the only word increase in demand and decrease in demand. Here we not use the word quantity. Here we use the word either quantity increase or either expansion, quantity decrease or either contraction. But here we use the word only increase in demand, decrease in demand. So there are these basic changes between the movement along the demand curve and shift in the demand curve. Thank you. Now this lesson you are, and in next part we will start the lesson 3.1.